Welcome to Story Time with me, Liz. Today is a very exciting story time because today we're going to finally read some Shakespeare together. Oh, can you believe it? I don't think I can still. Why am I getting so excited about reading some Shakespeare with you today? Well, Shakespeare, his full name was William Shakespeare. And I've got a picture of him here, so I hope you can see it. Bear with me. There he is. This is William Shakespeare, and he lived about 500 years ago, and he wrote his plays then as well. 500 years is a very, 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 very long time ago. And even today, in 2020, people all over the world are still picking up his books and reading the plays. When theatres will be open again, I'm absolutely sure people will be going to watch his plays being acted out in front of them. In fact, there's a theatre called the Glow Theatre in London where you can see his plays being acted out, and it feels you're transported back 500 years ago and you feel you're back in Elizabethan and Jacobean times. It's really exciting. I hope you get the opportunity to do that when you're a little bit older. And also people love reading his sonnets too, because he talks about lots of feelings and it helps people understand the feelings that they're going through. In fact, when you're a little bit older, probably when you go to secondary school and college, you will get to read some of Shakespeare's plays. And it reminded me that when I was at secondary school and also I think college, I had to study some of his plays, and I found one in my bookcase here. Now, Shakespeare would often write either comedies, which means it makes you laugh, makes you feel happy, and sometimes he'd write tragedies, which makes you feel sad and sometimes feel a little bit upset. And I had to study Hamlet, which falls under the tragedy category. It's quite sad, the story. And I was just sort of flicking through it before I started this video, and I noticed that I'd done something that I don't normally do. You shouldn't really do this. But I had, look, I don't know if you can see, these are all my notes. It's my handwriting. I've written in the book. Ooh. But I had to, because Shakespeare wrote in sort of Old English, so some of his the words are different, the meanings are different as well. So I would just make notes so I could fully understand what was going on. But I should certainly not be writing in this book today, because it's very clear what's happening in this story. And like I say, when you're a little bit older, you will definitely get to read this play. It's called Romeo and Juliet, and it's just going to give us a little hint. It's going to tantalise us about the stories that Shakespeare, the plays that Shakespeare wrote all those many, many years ago. And also what's interesting about this story, because it says it here on the front cover, it says it's a counting story too. Oh, so not only are we going to have Shakespeare, we're going to do some numbers. I mean, what more could you want? The title of this story is Romeo, there's Romeo, and Juliet. And it's set in Italy, again, a very long time ago. And it was written by William Shakespeare. But the illustrations on this book are by Alison Oliver. So let's find out what happens in Romeo and Juliet. 1. Balcony. 2. Loves. Romeo, R for Romeo, and J for Juliet. 3. People meet. So we've got the friar, we've got Romeo, and we've got Juliet with the love hearts to show that they're in love. 4. Roses. And written here it says, that which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. And that's taken directly from the play Romeo and Juliet. It's quite a famous quote. 5. Friends. So we've got Talbot, Friar Lawrence, Nurse, Mercutio and Paris. 6. Musicians. So one of them is banging on a tambourine, and some of them are playing instruments that we don't often see anymore. 7. Masks. Masks are something that you put over your face to disguise yourself. Quite important in this story. 8 love letters, 9 streets and bridges, and 10 kisses. And it says, parting is such sweet sorrow. And again, that's text from Romeo and Juliet. Come to the end. It's a very little hint of what comes in the story. And when you're older, you'll find out all about it. I hope you enjoyed that very brief introduction to William Shakespeare. And until we meet again, remember, always stay safe. Keep washing your hands, when it's warm outside, when the sun's out, make sure you drink lots of water too. And always, always keep smiling. Bye for now.